So today's lesson and all this week's lesson is simple interest. All right, the directions, I'll do one example for you. You can also see at the top there's a formula that we'll be using, simple interest. I, which is interest, equals P, principal, times R, rate, times T, time. I, party, is how I remember it, right? If you have any questions throughout this or after this, there's an email right there, mark.pena@nisd.net. You can go ahead and email me if you have any questions. You can also call or text me at 210-802-9916. And please go ahead and text me your name and number to that number right there. Even if you don't have any questions, the reason is this Wednesday at 10 a.m., I would like to go live. And we're going to be using an app called Zoom, Zoom. If you could please download that app if you want to join. And we're all going to be online at the same time. And I'm going to kind of walk you through your lesson. We're actually going to talk about this actual lesson right here. And we're going to talk about problem number 1 that day. And you'll be able to ask me any questions if you had any trouble throughout this. Feel free. Also, once again, you can also go to your actual Google Classroom and message me from there. And I've also if you see there's a link to an online calculator. I've also linked Desmos.com scientific calculator. I know we don't have our calculators with us. You can always use your phone calculator. You can always use the calculator you have there at home. But if you click on that link, it'll take you to... Let me just go ahead and clear that out. It'll take you to a calculator that looks something like this. Okay. But let's get to the example. Jenny borrowed $5,000 for 2 years at 6.5% simple interest. Once again, it says simple interest right there. All the problems for this week are going to be simple interest because that's our topic for this week. She made no payments until the end of 2 years. What is the total amount she has to repay at the end of the loan period? Once again, our formula right at the top of the page will be the answer to number 1. What is our formula? I equals PRT. P means principal. So what is our principal? Once again, a hint, the principal is the initial amount, the beginning amount, whatever you put in the bank or whatever you borrow right at the beginning. And in this case, Jenny is borrowing. So how much did she borrow at the beginning? $5,000. So there it is, 5,000. What is the rate? The rate is always going to be the one with that percent sign. So that's always going to be a big hint. Whatever the percent is, that's going to be your rate. In this case, it is 6.5%. And right here we put 0.065, but I just want you to remember it as 6.5% if you can. The reason why I put it as 0.065 is because sometimes it's hard to do it on our calculators, whatever kind of calculator you have. So you might have to push 6.5% and press enter, and then it'll come out to 0.065. But I'm going to show you something in just a moment. And also, what is the time? T means time. How long was it? 2 years. It's always going to be in years. Okay. So what is our interest formula? 5,000 for the principal. That's how much she originally borrowed. Times 6.5%. Or right here it says 0.065 times how many years? 2 years. And it says 650. The answer's already there, but I want to just show you on this calculator that if you follow that Desmos.com scientific calculator link that I put at the top, it'll take you to something that looks like this. And all you're going to do is press 5,000 times. What was the rate? 6.5. And underneath this clear R is a percent sign. That's what I'm going to press. And notice when you press it, it says 6.5% of. I didn't type that. I just pressed that percent sign. Of. And all you can do is just continue to type. How many years? 2. And then you press this blue arrow at the bottom, which means enter. And it gives you the answer. Once again, we'll do that together. 5,000. And there's my dog barking. It's time for her to wake me. Instead of like chickens, I have a dog that wakes me up every morning. Times 6.5% for 2 years, and this enter at the bottom, 650. And I just did this all on my phone. I did not I mean, you can see that it's very easy. I did not have to go through all this trouble. All I did was just in a link in my internet. I mean, on my internet sites, my pages. I just went to www.desmos.com/scientific, and that calculator comes up. So I have that open on one of my windows, one of my tabs that I have up. So then I can just go right back and forth. But anyway, so what it came out to $650. But the question asks, what is the total amount she has to repay at the end? Okay, so was it just asking for the interest? No, the interest is $650, but it asks what's the total she has to pay back. So what that means is, how much did she take out at the beginning? The initial, the principal, $5,000. That's how much she took out. But because they let her borrow it, she has to pay something with it. That is the interest, $650 plus the original $5,000. So at the bottom, you could see what was it that she initially borrowed? $5,000 plus the $650 equals the final answer, $5,650. You have to be very careful because sometimes the questions might ask, what is the interest? And if it was the interest, then it would have just been the $650. But if it asks you what is the total, then you add them both together. The initial, what he or she starts out with, plus the interest that he or she either, whatever the bank says, right? Here you're going to talk about, and problem number 1, which is what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. Once again, if you want to join, download Zoom, the app Zoom on your phone or on your electronic device. And on Wednesday at 10 a.m., I will invite you to. But please, in order for me to have the correct number to invite, text me at 210-802-9916, and I will. And make sure your name is on there, numbers on there, so I know I can save you to my contacts and send you an invite. We're gonna find out about Mark. He also borrows money, but these you're gonna do on your own. If you can try these out, problem 1, 2, and 3. By the end of the week, I want these 3 done so you can turn in. This is your assignment for this week. Okay. Mark borrows money. You can see on problem number 2, Gordon doesn't borrow money. He invests money. That means he put money in the bank. This means his money is going to be earning money, if that makes sense. His money is going to be earning money just by investing his money, okay? But it's still the same formula. You can see it says simple interest. It's the same formula. I equals PRT, I party. And problem number 3, Erin also borrows money from a friend who charges her interest. Okay, what kind of friend is that? But anyway, those are your problems. Once again, if you have any questions, please email me at mark.pena@nisd.net. You can call or text me at 210-802-9916. There's a online calculator to help you. Once again, this Wednesday, 10 a.m., we're going to go live on Zoom, Zoom. Download the app if you want to join, and send me to this number right here. Send me your contact information. Thank you, guys.